So, okay, well, it is kind of weird, but anyway, Strider VM here, and if somehow this is the first video you are watching on my channel, let me explain a little bit. Surprisingly to me, my YouTube channel has just received 2,000 subscribers, and because of that, I am very, very humbled, especially considering what kind of content I do to my channel, surprisingly. So anyway, I am Strider VM, and currently I am driving back to my mom's house somewhere in San Pablo City. And since I do have a lot of time in my hands, I have my typical traveling time from our other place to San Pablo City in my mom's home is about an hour and a half, and that doesn't count traffic among other delays. So anyway, yeah, this is the video you're watching now. I'm recording through my cell phone, and I guess I have an hour to burn. So probably we'll talk about everything, about my YouTube channel, who I am, why I upload to YouTube, what is currently happening in my YouTube channel, as well as my current plans for my YouTube channel, as well as whatever is currently happening in my YouTube channel. So anyway, let's do some background music here, and I do have some MP3s here, which mostly contains Super Robot Tyson songs, or at least songs related to Super Robot Tyson. So anyway, let's first start. I am Strider VM, and I am a Filipino-Chinese guy, and I actually started uploading YouTube videos I think somewhere like 2 years ago. However, my YouTube account is actually really, really old. According to the YouTube statistics, I made my account in 2008. But I wasn't really uploading much there. Although you could see my earliest videos there when I was a lot younger, 10 years younger, and I was actually recorded myself playing Pump It Up. You'll probably see it if you look at my earliest videos. So anyway, why did I begin my YouTube channel? Well, the first reason I did is, well, because my current lifestyle right now in my life is on morning I tend to take care of our family business. Our family business is paint. So house paints, typically house and car paints. So I guess if you have some questions regarding house or car paints, you could ask me, but of course my YouTube channel is primarily about video games. So anyway, after work, 6 p.m. and above until I sleep, then I basically just play video games, watch YouTube, typical trying to waste time. And I just realized that since I have been playing a lot of games on night, why don't I record it and upload it to YouTube? So that's the basic idea. For me, it doesn't matter if I get whatever money, if I get, or even any at all. So the current plan for now is, I keep uploading it. So that is why okay, so how about the various kind of videos that I upload to my YouTube channel? Oh, okay, I hate that. I hate those things. Nakakainis talaga yung mga ganong lubak na yun, Ito na naman, may isa pa. There's another one. Yeah, sorry for that loud noise. But anyway, I hope, should I make the background noise louder? So there should be at least some music here. Okay, is that loud enough? I hope it isn't that loud. Oh wait, someone's calling. Be right back. So okay, where was I? Well, okay, I was talking about my YouTube channel. Oh yes, okay, first, I decided to upload my gameplay videos to YouTube. Now, okay, let's talk about why do I upload that kind of content in my YouTube channel. Well, primary first, I kind of wanted to show the people the kind of games that I played as a child first. And secondly, due to the unique location of the Philippines, it become a hotbed of different cultures. What kind of cultures? Well, we got US influence, but we also get Asian influence, more specifically the US and Japan. So what is the result of that combination of, oh yeah, let's not forget the influence of the Spanish in to the 18th century and early 19th century, influences by the Spanish, because they basically owned the Philippines up to that point until, according to the Philippine history books, the Philippines got their independence. Of course, that's the official Philippine, I guess, perspective on it. Of course, on the US history books, it's because the US won in a skirmish against Spain, and Spain basically sold the Philippines to the US. Well, that's in their side anyway. So yeah, that's the kind of weird things that happen on history, where history is, there's always slight slant of history depending on the perspective. So anyway, the result of that different cultures is we get like Japanese and US electronics. So as for example, the NES. Of course, since we are nearer to Japan, not to mention the bootleg piracy capital of the world, China. Yeah, even on that time, it would not be surprising to see bootleg products or fakes, duplicates, bootlegs, fakes, pirates come from China or Taiwan. Those two countries are the typical culprits in regards to bootleg media. So anyway, wait, what was I talking about again? Sorry, man, I really need to get better at my talking skills. Yeah, okay, about China and Taiwan. Yeah, okay, we get a multitude of cultural, I guess, combination. So it's kind of weird to see that if you go into a store that sells US electronics, you might see a Nintendo NES. And then when you look at a typical mall, you might see a family computer, typically a bootleg one or a Famiclone. On some circles, they are known as Famiclone because the chipsets are imitations of the family computer, which is the original Japanese version of the NES. So, okay, after that. So yeah, it's weird. You get original stuff, then you get original NES, then you could get Famiclone all in the same country. So that's kind of unique in a sense. You could also buy original games, bootleg games, on sometimes even the same shelf. Since, the enforcing of copyrights in those times are poor. But for me, it exposed me to quite a lot of games. For example, a lot of the hentai game playthroughs that I made in my channel, I actually played in my childhood. However, I do not own a PC-98. To explain, a PC-98 is basically a type of PC in Japan that got popular quite a bit. It's pretty similar to the MSX, except, the MSX was made in the mid-80s, while the PC-88 to the 98 series was, I think, made in the late 80s until the mid-90s, probably, I think. Anyway, how did I play those PC-98 games? Well, they are actually ported to MS-DOS and then translated into Chinese. So since there was a lot of bootlegging and stuff, if you would look at places that are selling computer-related stuff, you could see also, yeah, although in that time, I guess it was considered that if your family owned a computer, your family would be rich. But not really. For me, our first PC was actually an AMD 486DX4100 PC. So that is why, sometimes when I really not in the mood to play games, I actually watch YouTube channels, and that is one of the reasons that I actually watch YouTube channels like Lazy Game Reviews, as well as 8-Bit Guy, earlier known as the iBook Guy. Yeah, I think earlier he was focused like on Apple devices, then he switched to old piano, and yeah, that's why I really like the guy. The first videos that I watch of him is, I think, his secondary YouTube channel, which is, I think, called 8-Bit Keys. With them, I accidentally got into a research about my first toy piano. I think it's a PSR, but I totally forgot the model. Then I accidentally got into a video on him. Then the rest is history. As for the Lazy Game Reviews, again, due to the piracy, you could see in store shelves bootleg games, original games. It's basically a lot. And the first PC games that I bought are Doom 2 and Christmas Lemmings. I remember buying the Christmas Lemmings floppy disk for $2. I think it was the correct amount of money there, or maybe $4, maybe it's 2. And then the Doom 2 was a copy from the actual computer shop we bought the computer for. Anyway, I do remember that the RAM of that PC is 4 megabytes, and unless I tweak the config.sys as well as the autoexec.bat files, I wouldn't be able to run without tweaking those files at the beginning. So anyway, we're kind of digressing. So anyway, we have, okay, as explained earlier, I have played most of those hentai games because of those bootleg CD-ROMs containing a multitude of games. They would sometimes contain US games like Doom, Wolfenstein 3D, Tyrion. Yeah, my first bootleg CD contained Tyrion and some hentai games. Which actually, some of them I actually already played in my YouTube channel. So yeah, so that is why my YouTube channel ended up something like that. It has a pretty unique, I guess, what is the word? I guess combination of games. If you would look at my typical upload schedule, I basically categorize my uploads into 3 stuff. First is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius or mobile games, because, well, I still religiously play Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and then some mobile games at the side. Then secondly, I also play normal PC games that I really kind of wanted to play, like games from my childhood, like my playthrough of Doom, which, as you could see in my channel, it's still in progress, and I am currently totally stuck in the game. That's why there is no update on that game. Anyway, again, we're kind of digressing again. And the last one are hentai games. Most of those games I have played, again, in my PC. They are ported to Windows, or I direct rip from Japanese Windows PC games, then, you know, pirated, and then I play them. So that is the majority of the games that the hentai games that I have played in my YouTube channel. Okay, how about we talk about other things? Okay, yeah. So to divert a little, of course, in YouTube right now, it's kind of a general idea that you do not upload pornographic stuff. However, that is actually, you know, the reason that I kind of upload very specific hentai games is because of 2 things. Either because I think that the story of those games are pretty good, or B, it has a decent amount of gameplay. That is why I uploaded games like Trouble Cash. That's a hentai game that is based upon a certain card game. I totally forgot again the kind of card game rules that they used. Again, that's why I uploaded that. It's a hentai game, but the primary focus is the gameplay and to show you guys that, oh, this game existed in Japan. You know, if you can check it out, because again, in today's time, there are actually PC98 emulators. There are also MS-DOS emulators like DOSBox. But then not everyone has the capability to set up and play these kinds of games. So I upload it for either people who want to remember, and secondly, because there might be no YouTube channels that have uploaded footage of such games. And the third, I wanted to show those games to the audience that have never heard of this kind of games. So, but then we do get into a bit of an issue. What kind of issue? Well, it's because pornographic games are not allowed really in YouTube. Of course, my reasoning is kind of lousy because no matter what I say, those YouTube channel, those videos are still pornographic in nature. That's why I'm always kind of being slightly more careful, and sometimes it's kind of weird that you would see in my upload. Sometimes the videos are censored, self-censored, and sometimes it isn't. Of course, on the PC98 games, they usually have self-censorship, so it works for me. But of course, one of the non-hentai but still pornographic games that I played is Overboard by Cypress Data. I really like, of course, the gameplay is basic RPG, but there is gameplay. There is strategy. It's not a brain-dead easy game, to be honest, and it has a pretty decent story. So again, my apologies for the shilling, but yeah, you could watch that. I really suggest it. Although again, the main issue with no censorship and the possibility of my YouTube channel getting shut down, it's always been a constant worrying in my side. But what I hope is that YouTube allowed this. Although again, okay, I'm gonna divert into a slightly different topic, which is the YouTube demonetization stuff. So what's the point about the YouTube demonetization? Apocalypse, some people call it. If you did not know about that, the YouTube apocalypse is, if I remember correctly, it began with PewDiePie. I think a certain media company, the Wall Street Journal, basically made a news story that focuses on PewDiePie and his actions in YouTube. Now, unfortunately, as a side effect of these actions, certain advertisers began to pull out of YouTube, citing that they do not want to get associated with such people. As a response, YouTube decided to change their algorithm so that there would be a algorithm or AI, depending on what you call it, that they would scan videos. It's sometimes I think it's even they would even try to do voice recognition, as well as pattern recognition, as well as keyword searching, in order to tag videos as probably advertiser unsafe. So unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers get hit with this demonetization AI decisions, even though they are not really breaking those rules. In my channel, when that happens to my Doom or the hentai gameplay, I actually accept it. I do not even contest it, because in my opinion, it's fair. If the advertisers do not want to advertise on videos that they consider as controversial, then I totally understand. And in a weird sense, the YouTube algorithm works in that side. But then I do upload normal video games that still get demonetized, and it's kind of sad when that happens. You know, to be frank, although I am saying to myself that I really don't care much about the income that I could get on YouTube, but you know, in reality, you cannot just, you know, pick up money from the street every day in order to get an income. So no matter how low or high the income I could get from YouTube, it's still money. It's just the idea for me is, I don't think that it should influence what kind of content I upload to YouTube. I guess that my primary focus is to show to people the kind of games that I wanted to recommend to them, as well as showed a side of gaming that is unknown to the West. Okay, since we're done, okay, let's deal with my okay, totally forgot what to think about. What should we talk about next? I mean, we are still like more than about an hour left. I have just been driving for only about 20 minutes, I think, and I still have about an hour. I wonder what we could be talking about. So anyway, yeah, let's see what kind of talk about stuff. Man, I totally forgot. What do you think? Maybe I should like do a pseudo Q&A, but then I probably talk about a lot of things already that are related to my channel. So okay, yeah, perhaps related to my channel again. So what would I do if my YouTube channel gets shut down? Because again, due to what I am doing, I am uploading basically pornographic content, not all of the time, but like 33% of the time. So yeah, due to that, if YouTube really decides to clamp down on my channel, they have the actual rights to do so. So unfortunate as it will be, it's kind of expected. So there's really nothing much that I would be able to do when that happens. However, if my channel actually gets shut down, I would actually probably create a new YouTube channel and continue uploading. Due to that, I have actual backups of the majority of my gameplay footage, with the exception of the earliest ones. And if you did not know, one of my earliest playthroughs that I uploaded on YouTube is the hentai game Twin Road. So that the reason that if you would look at my channel, besides the videos that have been removed, Twin Road does not have a part 1. It immediately began at part 2. The primary reason for that is because actually before, when I started recording my gameplay, I actually decided to record it through Twitch, which, you know, is even dumber because of two things. In Twitch, again, popular games do get watchers, but what if the game that I am actually, you know, uploading or playing isn't even located in their database? That's dumb move number 1. Dumb move number 2 is that, again, like YouTube, Twitch doesn't really allow pornographic games. So that's double dumb. Except the one is a lot bigger dumb, because if no one can watch, no one can search the game that I am playing, not to mention they are Japan only, how in the world would they know, right? So yeah, that's dumb. But that is the reason that there's only part 2 and above on my playthrough of Twin Road in my YouTube channel. It's because of that. I just bring that, I forgot to record it, so that's that. So anyway, besides, okay, let's talk about something else. So okay, I guess on this time, I think we should talk about what I'm currently playing in my channel. Currently, as you could see, of course, Brave Exvius is still very much uploading, because I upload Brave Exvius videos with two styles. One is basically the storyline segments of the story, and then the second one is playthroughs of their, you know, because in Brave Exvius, besides the main story segments, there is also this typically weekly events. So yeah, I make a playthrough of it, then upload it into YouTube. Although sometimes I do upload my gameplay of Record Keeper, but as well as the Battle Cats, but my focus on that channel is not those games. It's usually Brave Exvius. The time that I stop playing Brave Exvius is probably the time the game shuts down. Because I kind of like the game, I really like the game, even though it's, again, It's a free-to-play mobile game. It has a lot of the things that made me like the old Final Fantasy games. It has a story, it has exploration, random encounters. It gives that feeling of the old, although of course there is the, I guess, pay to win, the gacha section, but that's a part that I'm willing to take, in a sense. So okay, after that, okay, I'm currently playing Tears to Tiara. It's going well. That playthrough is going well, although I am trying to divide, and also the game is going in a pretty slow pace because there is voice acting in the game. Before, I read fast and then proceed. I barely commentate on my hentai games because, well, they are hentai games. Unless I really want to say something, and not even in a joking way. So yeah, let me divert for a little and talk about my kind of commentating. I would not be surprised if some people would be weirded out on how I commentate my games. I'm typically pretty silent, almost never talk. It's because I honestly think that YouTubers that do exaggerated voiceovers, like I guess as for a big example, that would be PewDiePie, or in a lesser sense, Markiplier. Of course, they are entertaining with what they do. However, I am not really that kind of person. If someone gives me a jump scare, I don't scream. I just jump. No scream, just jump. So yeah. Also, I am a pretty scaredy cat person. So the first time that I play a horror game, which is, if you had seen my playthrough of Doki Doki Panic, it's not really a jump scare horror game, but you could see my reactions there. It's not too severe, but I do react, just in a different way. Although, again, Doki Doki Panic is a simple but really fun game. I really like that game. It reminded me of what I felt with Undertale, but in a different manner. Surprisingly though, even though I have played and finished Undertale a lot of times, there is no recording of me playing Undertale. Well, it's because again, on that time, I wasn't really serious on recording everything and then upload it into my Twitch channel or YouTube channel. That is why you did not see an Undertale playthrough in my channel. So after that, since we're done talking about my Tears to Tiara playthrough, there's this other one, Super Tokusatsu Taisen 2001. Now again, it's a really, really different beast in comparison to a typical playthrough like Doom, and then to a hentai game like Tears to Tiara. So what happened to the playthrough? I actually having a huge problem on that playthrough right now. If you have watched my previous updates on playing Ultimate Doom, I was able to finish all of the levels on the Hurt Me Plenty difficulty level. However, on that new chapter, Chapter 4, Thai Flesh Consumed in Ultimate Doom, I could not even get past the first level. And I'm totally stuck in it. So if these things continue, I might be forced to lower the difficulty level, whether I like it or not. That is why, although I do have, for those who did not know, I schedule my uploads in a pretty consistent manner. It's gonna upload on 10 a.m. But my apologies, I have my knowledge about time zones are actually damn limited. I live in the Philippines, and so on that scheduling, I upload my videos on 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. on Philippine time. I'm not sure about the time zone thing, but I think it's GMT plus 8. I don't know anything about Eastern Standard Time or whatever they call that. As far as I know, I upload my videos between either 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. and my time zone is GMT plus 8. So why do I upload on 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.? Well, it's a weird habit of mine. Some of my videos I consider low value. So what are those low value things? Well, if it's a small video, not too, I guess, not too good or important. I consider that like half a day worth of content. So that's why it changes between 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So for example, if I consider a part of my main playthroughs, like say an update on Here's to Tiara, I consider that a whole day worth of content. So I upload it on 10 a.m. and then next day I upload something and I don't consider it to be that good. Let's just say it's just a recording of me finishing some pretty high difficulty dungeon in Record Keeper, or a random video, perhaps recording of me beating Sheraton. I actually just beat Sheraton in Brave Exvius yesterday, yay! Because I totally suck on Brave Exvius for some reason. I am not getting the logic of the 10-man trials in there. So, perhaps besides that, I just power creep through Sheraton. But even, currently, I am very thankful to the RNG gods to the point that I have the majority of the highly coveted units. I now have Wilhelm. Wait, was he William? I think her name is Wilhelm. Maybe I'm wrong because I kept comparing Wilhelm, the character, to the Wilhelm scream, that meme reference. And speaking of the devil, the music playing in my radio right now is the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius fight theme. Let me increase the volume a little. So anyway, okay. I do have William, I have Freyavia, I have Christine. I got her in a daily. Then so is I think I got Transtera in a 10+1 draw. I need to review my old videos. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, let's lower the volume a bit. On Brave Exvius, I consider myself unbelievably lucky when in regards to my luck regarding draws. I have on my 2 year, is it 2 years already? I think it's more than a year of gameplay. I was able to get a lot of 5-star in comparison to the kind of units that I got in the early months of Brave Exvius. I remember my first rainbow, it's a Garnet. Then when I got my second rainbow, it's another Garnet, a unit which I haven't even used yet. And at that time, I basically resigned myself that even if I might not get a decent 5-star base unit, I would consider myself lucky. I just need some strategy, listen to some people, and